4 of the world's deadliest shipwrecks. Travel by sea has always carried an element of risk. Accidents, human error, harsh weather, and actions during wartime are among the things that could send a ship to the bottom. While some nautical disasters such as the sinking of the Titanic have captured the popular imagination, others, some of which involved a significantly greater loss of life, have remained relatively unknown. Eastland. One of the worst maritime disasters in U.S. history occurred on July 24, 1915, when the SS Eastland capsized on the Chicago River. Packed with Western Electric employees on their way to a company picnic, the Eastland sank within yards of shore. Of the estimated 2,500 people on board at the time, more than 800 were killed. The White Ship. In the 21st century, crossing the English Channel is a matter of routine. A high-speed ferry can make the trip in 90 minutes, and a rail journey through the Channel Tunnel takes only a half hour or so. This was not the case in the early 12th century, when the crossing was a much more hazardous affair. On November 25, 1120, some 300 people were drowned when the White Ship sank off the coast of Normandy. While that total may seem slight in comparison with other nautical disasters, one of those lost was William the Atheling, the only legitimate son and heir to King Henry I of England. William's death shattered Henry's succession plans, and, when Henry died in 1135, a period of civil war ensued as rival claimants pressed their cases for the throne. Chronicles of the day related that, in addition to those killed in battle, thousands starved to death as a result of the unrest. Peace would not be fully restored until the ascent of Henry's grandson, Henry II, in 1154. Qianxia. In late 1948, communist forces had gained the initiative in the Chinese Civil War, and thousands fled the nationalist stronghold of Shanghai before the advancing People's Liberation Army. On December 4, 1948, the SS Qianxia was officially carrying 2,150 refugees, almost double its rated capacity, but several thousand more had crowded onto the steamer before it left the docks. The ship exploded at the mouth of the Huangpu River, most likely as the result of it striking a World War II-era mine. Perhaps 1,000 passengers were rescued, but as many as 4,000 were killed in the explosion and subsequent sinking. Sultana. On April 27, 1865, the deadliest maritime disaster in U.S. history occurred when the sidewheel steamship SS Sultana exploded on the Mississippi River just north of Memphis, Tennessee. The American Civil War had ended just weeks before, and repatriated Union prisoners of war, having endured hellish conditions in Confederate military prisons, were eager to return to their homes in the North. To facilitate that journey, the federal government paid steamship operators handsomely for each soldier they carried. That practice led to astonishing levels of corruption as well as neglect of the most basic safety concerns. In the case of the Sultana, that meant cutting corners on the repair of a leaky boiler and carrying as many as 2,300 people, more than 6 times the vessel's rated capacity. When the overtaxed boiler ruptured, hundreds were killed in the initial explosion, and more were trapped when the overloaded decks collapsed. Although some 1,800 people were killed, the incident was largely overshadowed in the press by the ongoing coverage of the Lincoln assassination.